So because I said we need to stop blaming the white man, blaming our father, blaming our mother for our condition, I was told that that is an immature and irresponsible stance because the teachings seems to contradict what I'm saying. So let me share what happened in the comment section today. I posted a video a couple of days ago about not blaming other people for our lack of success. Look in the past 365 days, look at the decisions we've made and see that we are actually the problem. Well, I want to show you the response that I received on Instagram and see what you guys' thoughts are. See which side you agree with. Do you believe that we should be blaming the white man, or do you believe we should be blaming ourselves? Let's look into it. So as you can see, the brother says, no, sir, this isn't true. Speaking of my video, this is irresponsible rhetoric. We are a subjugated people living under a system of white supremacy. Coming into a knowledge of self is one thing. However, we are still under a consistent assault from the external devil. Systematic racism at every institutional level directly keeps us at a disadvantage and further oppressed. So yes, the white man has a lot to do with our current condition. I actually don't disagree with that though. Okay, let's continue. So another brother said, you, sir, well, let me clarify. The white man does have a lot to do with our condition. Do I believe that he's holding us back and that he has to continue to be our oppressor and he has to continue to be our master after we got knowledge of self? No, I don't agree with that. So let's continue. So a brother agreed with me. He says, you, sir, have a victim mindset. And if the system of white supremacy was the true cause, then every other ethnic group in the country that lives here wouldn't thrive. Grow up and take responsibility for your actions. There's no gun pointed at your head forcing you or make you make poor decisions. So the brother responds, the most honorable Elijah Muhammad said that history is best qualified to reward our research. I think you need to educate yourself on the history of systematic racism and white supremacy and how that led us to the current social, political, and economic situation we are in today. Our condition is way deeper than individual good decision making. He was addressing me because I talked about we need to look at our own decisions. So he's talking about me right there. No amount of individual good decision making can dismantle the system that are inherently racially oppressive to our people and therefore further subjugated us. To discuss the truth of the matter that white folks have a major hand in our condition is downright irresponsible and hysterically inaccurate. Okay, so let's continue. I said, I've heard the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan say this. I believe him and understand what he meant. If you disagree, that's fine, because I basically said what the minister said. He says, I just provided, thus saith the Lord. The words of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, on the back of every final call newspaper. That is modern, as that is still what we want. You seriously need to study by actually reading. Talking to the other brother. You just referenced a lecture. You sound like what we call a DVD Muslim. Y'all take sound bites of the minister and run with them rather than reading and understanding. That's intellectual laziness. When the minister makes a statement, he's standing on the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad as his foundation. Therefore, it must be contextualized as such. If your understanding of what the minister says contradicts the teachings, then it is your understanding that is flawed. He's talking about me and the other brother. We as Muslims also want reparations. If you think that the white man isn't responsible, then there is no need to fight for reparations. This is clearly contradicts what we believe. So the last picture says, he's talking to me again. That is an immature and irresponsible stance to take, especially coming from you, someone who reaches the public and uses the name of the Nation of Islam. Imperialism is absolutely on the white man, and our condition as a result of that is on them as well. Blacks in this country over the past 5 years are 21 times more likely to be killed during a police encounter than whites. Blacks in this country are 13% of the population, but we make up over 35% of the prison population. The white man stole half of Mexico, killed off most of the indigenous people in the land we stand on, enslaved millions of Africans to build up their world for free. The white man's counterintelligence operations infiltrated all of our black liberation and resistance organizations and destroyed them and killed off many of our leaders, which leads to our struggle for freedom, justice, and equality today. And you want to believe it's on us? Damn shame, bro. Now, let me say this before I get to actual videos of the minister saying what I said or me saying what he said. The minister says black excellence overcomes white supremacy. So white supremacy is real. It is a thing. However, black excellence, as he said, overcomes white supremacy. Let's get into a video of the minister.
Like the Bible's Lazarus sitting down at the rich man's gate, begging for the crumbs that fall from his table. You can't blame the white man if the white man won't hire you. You can't blame the white man and call him a racist because he wants to look out for his own people first. You can't blame the white man if he smacked you upside your head. After all, he said you were free 100 years ago. Why didn't you take a walk for yourself?
So that's from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You may say, well, yeah, that's from the minister. Maybe, I don't know, what did the Honorable Elijah Muhammad say? Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, okay, well, let's listen to what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said to a group of leaders in 1972.
We have not did nothing for self. I want the big white people to do something for us. I don't give 2 cents for a black man laying around Washington, Chicago, San Francisco, anywhere in the country, begging white folks to do something for him. Get out and do something for yourself. He said you were free. Take advantage of this freedom. He said that you can go for self, black man. What's hindering you if he boldly tell you in the world to go for yourself? We are trying to go for ourselves, we Muslims. Let us go to the good old earth. If the white man will sell it or lease it to us, and then get out of that earth what he has gotten out of it. We no more must do these things about laying around begging the white man for this and that. And I said to the preachers, preach the gospel of doing for self, and don't preach the gospel of begging.
So hopefully there probably was an echo there, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, what's hindering you? Is that not the same thing as saying stop blaming the white man for our lack of progression? What he's asking, what's hindering you? He said you can go for self. And let's end off with the Messiah of the day. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he says directly, I didn't take it out of context. Listen to what the man says, that we got to stop blaming the white man. Your mother and your father, you a big old grown hawk. Still blaming someone else for your condition. This from the minister.
Hey, you a big grown hawk, 25, 30 years old, you blaming your mother and your father for your shortcoming? Don't you realize that you are now the master of your destiny? And if you as a grown person want to continue to blame the white man, blame your father, blame your mother, blame the educator. I had a bad teacher. I went to that dumb school over there. I was in reform school. I went to jail. I went to here. Every place you've been is school. And if you learn what you're supposed to learn, you come out of wherever you've been with a determination to become your own master. Is this white man, damnable world that cracker built, that no good pack of wood hunky, and you steam yourself all up? And what have you done? The white man is still ruling, and you still talking about him. And you can't see that if you don't get a grip on you, the white man will be in power tomorrow, the day after, and the day after.
Boom! What's your thoughts, family? Leave your thoughts below. Do you think that our lack of progress is still on the white man? Or do you believe we need to start looking at our own actions, our own thoughts, our own decisions, and see that maybe it's our own lack of unity, our own lack of execution that's stopping us? Comment below what your thoughts is.